Alright, what's going on, people? This is me, Mike Nelson with WholesaleHouses101.com. I'm at the closing attorney's office right now. I'm getting ready to head in to pick up my check for the deal that we just closed today. I'll go ahead and record a video after I walk out. Alright, guys? So, Mike Nelson, WholesaleHouses101.com. Hey, what's going on, people? As you guys can see, I'm kind of doing the video a little bit backwards. But, I closed on this deal already, and now I'm going to analyze it and tell you guys step by step how I was able to flip this property and make a profit of $5,000. Alright, so the way that this lead came in, it was an absentee lead, okay? I had a buyer who was interested in certain properties in a specific area. I marketed to those properties, and calls started coming in. We sent out yellow letters. I believe this was a yellow letter. I'll have to ask my assistant, but I think we sent out yellow letters. And when the yellow letters went out, we started getting calls. My assistant, she talked to the seller, and he was interested in selling his property. The story behind the property is his mother passed away. He inherited the property. He was renting out the property to someone. They took they wasn't keeping up with the property as he would like to, and he ended up having to evict them. They took the microwave. They took the microwave, the refrigerator, and he wanted to get completely finished with the property. So this guy, he's a motivated seller. What happened? She talked to him. He told us all his story. He said, I want to get rid of it. We asked him how much did he want for it. I think he said $80,000. He wanted $80,000 for the property. My assistant, she sent me the information. I went and ran comps. I said, okay, at $80,000, it wasn't a deal, but I gave her a ballpark, and I told her, tell him that we'll be able to pay around, I believe it was $55,000 to $75,000. And he said, okay, he accepted our ballpark figure. At that point in time, it was up to me to go out there and take a look at the property. The reason why it was good enough for me to go take a look at the property was because initially my thought process was if he wanted $80,000, chances is usually people will be able to go down on their price. Now, I looked at the comps, and the comps were around $140,000 repaired. Okay, so if the property was completely rehabbed, we knew that they would be able to sell it for $140,000. So for him to tell us that he wanted $80,000, we're kinda in the same ballpark. Now we're playing ball. So we gave him that ballpark figure, and we went out to the property, and we told him, we said, based on the condition of the property, if it's in good condition, we may be able to pay you on that higher end. If it's in bad condition, then we're going to be on that lower end. He was okay with it. As I got to the property, I actually took one of my buyers. He's a buy and hold guy here in Richmond. He buys properties. He has a ton of properties that he rents out. This area is around the college. He likes that area, so that he's the guy who I went marketing for properties. Turns out he did not want the property, but when we was at that house, I was building rapport with the seller, and as you guys will see in these upcoming videos, building rapport with the seller is key. If you build rapport with the seller, they will like you. And if they like you, they'll go directly with you, and more importantly, price reductions. Hey, price reductions. We like price reductions because it puts some money in our pocket. At the same time, we're still helping them. Even if we get a price reduction, we're still helping them. But that's beside the point. Talking to him at the property, they tell sellers, they'll tell you their life story. I found out that his wife is sick. That's why he wants to sell the property, and that's building rapport. That was great. We knew that if we make this if we made this happen, he would be a happy guy because his wife, was going through, medical issues, and this would help out a lot. So I built rapport with him. I took a look at the property. I told him I'll get back to him. We ended up getting back to him, and our offer that we came in with was $53,000. He told us that he'll sleep on it. He'll think about it. He gave us a call the next day. He said, "I'm ready." He said, "Let's go. I'll do it for 53,000. You guys cover all closing costs. Let's get it done." I said, okay. So I ended up meeting him the day after. I had my iPad. He signed the document electronically, the purchase and sale agreement. Bang! I had the property under contract for 53,000. Next step, what I did is I went out there because my buyer wasn't interested in it. I took another buyer past there, and he took a look at the property. He told me he came in lower than what I had it under contract for. So I said, I'll get back to you as a backup offer just in case things don't go through. I ended up getting I ended up posting the ad on Craigslist 3 times a day. Posting an ad on Craigslist. Next, I did bandit signs. My bandit sign was simple. It said 2-bedroom, 1-bath house, handyman special, 59,000. I put the property out there at 59,000. And I put it out there on Craigslist a little bit more, but I got a lot of interest from people. Like, I built up a lot of new buyers. My buyer ended up coming from a referral from Facebook, and he went over there. He took a look at the property. I had the property on lockbox, so I didn't have to keep going over there showing people the property. He took a look at the property. He said, "Okay, I'm interested." I put it out to him at 62,000, and he asked me, "What's the best that I can do?" This is where I lost money. He asked me what the best that I can do. A good wholesaler, a good investor. The first person who throws a number out there loses. And I threw a number out there. I said 58,000, and he said, "Okay, let's get it done." So, I sent him an electronic document. Mind you, I never saw this guy. We did not meet. We did not meet at the property. I had a lockbox. He went over there. He took a look at the property. He got back to me. I sent him an assignment contract. And for those of you that don't know, an assignment contract basically assigns my right from the purchase and sale agreement to the buyer, who was a cash buyer. He was going to buy the property and rehab it. All right. So now what that assignment does is it basically puts him in my position on the purchase and sale agreement for an assignment fee. So I basically sold the property to him for 58,000. I had it under contract for 53,000. If you guys do the math, that's a $5,000 difference. So once I got that assignment signed, what I did was I sent those 2 contracts off to my title company. Okay, my title company, they run a title search. They ran a title search. Everything came back. Then what I did was we scheduled a closing. Actually, I did it through 2 different title companies. My buyer wanted to deal with his closing attorney here in Virginia. He wanted to deal with his closing attorney. I already had the title search being done by my title company. It's a specific title company, Apex Title, here in Richmond, Virginia, that I like to use. I sent it over to Linda. She ran the title search. I had her work together with the attorney of the buyer. She was able to prepare the deed. She sent the deed over to my buyer's closing attorney. They got the deal done. They closed it. My seller got paid. I got paid. And, the deal was done. That's basically how a wholesale deal is put together. It's a lot of inner working parts in between there. But guys, it's really simple. It's not hard to do. A lot of people like to say, if it's a good deal, it will sell. And that is always the case. If it's a good deal, it will sell. You will be able to find buyers if it's a good deal. In this case, it's a good deal. And actually, my buyer, I'll post a new video of the actual rehab. I'm actually following along with the rehab. The buyer, he's teaching me the ropes of rehabbing properties and reselling it. So I go past there every now and then, talk to the contractors, get a feel for the whole rehab process. And I'll update you guys. I'll post pictures of the property. Look at the bottom of the page. I have pictures of the property below here. Also, I have a copy of the yellow letter that I used to get this particular seller. And if you guys would like a copy of that yellow letter, fill out the information above here on my blog at wholesalinghouses101.com. I'll send you guys that yellow letter you'll be able to use that yellow letter. I have a video as well to teach you how to utilize that yellow letter and, flip some houses. Get the house hustle on. All right. Mike Nelson, wholesalingHouses101.com. If you guys would like to get in touch with me, send me an email. It's Mike Nelson, REI @gmail.com. See you guys next time.